City Commission for today, July 24th, 2025. We will get the meeting going here. As Mayor Pro Tem, I'm sitting in for Mayor McDaniel, who is out of town today and could not get back for this meeting. So, Mr. Clerk, if we might have a seat and you will call the roll.
Sir.
Joe.
We don't usually do this.
Sure.
Mayor Pro Tem Bojo.
Yeah, here.
Commissioner Brock. Here. Cochran.
Here.
Beeman.
Here.
Dawes.
Here.
Quick.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss the 2025 tax millage rate increase, and this is public hearing number 2 of 3. The first one was held at our last commission meeting, and the next one, the final hearing will be on at our next commission meeting, which will be Monday night.
Monday night.
Okay. So I'll open up the public hearing and ask, is anyone here to speak in favor of the tax increase? Is there anyone here to speak against the tax increase? All right. I saw 2 hands. 3. Okay. All right, we'll begin the hearing, whoever wants to go first, and I will say that we have a total of 10 minutes for everyone to speak.
Since nobody's in favor, can you add 10 minutes on the against? That's what they did in the county the other night.
Well, this is the city.
I know.
There's no one wanted to speak in favor. So we will look at those who are speaking against. And so, as I said, total of 10 minutes, whoever wants to go first. State your name and your address.
It'll take just a second. Sorry. Okay, so my name's Ken Wright. Let me get my glasses. Primarily my focus on the taxes and speaking against is related to the Rome City Schools. Okay, I've pulled financials, I've pulled academics, I've pulled everything I can from all the school systems and from the city and the county. So it seems to me, and let me preface, this is just my opinion from what I'm seeing, so if any of y'all disagree, you're welcome to look at the same data I am. 2019, we had a fund balance in Rome City Schools of $31 million. By 2022, it had dropped to $22.4 million. By 2023, it had dropped down to $19 million. 2023, $19 million. So that's the infamous year we took out bonds to build a new Rome Middle School. So as I'm looking at this, I'm of the opinion we didn't take out bonds to fund a new middle school. What we did, we took out bonds to fund a school system. Because with that $19 million fund balance, there was an intergovernmental agreement signed that Rome City Schools would assume liability for $16.49 million in bond debt of the Rome Building Authority. Now keep in mind, we also still had $11.26 million that Rome City Schools still owed for bond debt for Maine Elementary and College and Career Academy. This isn't to be paid 10 years down the road. It was to be paid by June of 2025. So you're about to get rid of $16.49 million. Anyway, your balance is going to be down around $3 million. Now, that sounds like a lot of money until you realize they spend $134 million a year at Rome City Schools. I still don't know how we did the Rome Middle School, don't know how we did the bonds, and I'm actually still kind of confused looking at the financials why it says the bond revenue we got from that was $98 million, but we'll get into that because I know we took $59 million worth of bond debt. Okay. My concern for all this is, to me, it appears we were about to bankrupt a school system. We're in bad financial shape. You would have been down to $3 million. Now, I understand Floyd County's got $58 million, and some people think that's way too high. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. That's what their reserve is right now, $58 million. But I do think you need some, and I think you needed more than $3 million if your budget's $134 million. And while I'm on that $134 million, let's realize something. That $134 million, Floyd County's budget was $146, so almost the same. But you got to realize Floyd County student has 2,352 more students than Rome City Schools. So if you take that by student, Floyd County is spending $16,000 per student. Rome City is spending over $20,000 per student. I would even be okay with that if you had some good metrics and they were actually improving scores and things like that. But so this is where it got really concerning, because I remember from my days at the chamber when we recruit business, really Rome City and Floyd County were about the same, but really Rome City was a little higher normally. Rome City's academics were a little higher. So I went back, 2016 all the way up to there, and I know you can't see this, and I can give you this data if you want, but basically I'm comparing Floyd County to Rome City and to the state of Georgia, and you'll see they're about the same amount of greens and reds. Green means Floyd County was better than Rome. Green down here means Rome was better than Floyd. On this, it's the state. Okay, so neither one of them was great at the time, but they were both fairly decent. Well, you fast forward till now, and I did this for all grades. I went K through 8, and I went 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Well, let me do 2022 first. 2022, this is K through 8, Rome City Schools. English, language arts, math, science, social studies. As a system, in all those subjects for every single grade, K through 8, Rome City Schools does not exceed the state average in any of them. They're all red. Floyd County is all green with the exception of 2. So about 24 out of 26 are green for Floyd County. For Rome City, they're all red. Oh, and when you get to 2023, 2024, it's the same. They're all red. That's 2 years in a row. We have a failing school system. You may not want to admit it. I know it hasn't been reported, but we've got a failing school system. You can look down at the detail of this. We've got classes, in many grades where over 70% of the students are below grade level. That's a problem. And it's obvious that throwing money at the problem is not the solution. We're spending way more per student than anybody else. We're spending way more for buildings than any other school system, and we're not solving the problem. So here's my solution. It's not going to be a popular one because I've said it before, but I think Floyd County Schools should take over Rome City Schools. They manage it better. They manage their money better. Their academics are better. I know you're never going to get a school board to agree with that. That's fine. So here's what you have as a power of the Rome City Commission. You have the power to dissolve the Rome City School Charter. Don't wait on a new school board. You're not going to get a new school board to do it. And everybody panics at this because we're like, we don't want to divide those kids out to all these other schools. That's not what I'm saying. Initially, here's what you do. You keep the same buildings, the same kids, and the same schools. You're just having Floyd County manage it. You still keep the Rome Middle School building. You keep the Rome High School building and their college and career academy. You keep Elm Street, West Central, all them. Floyd County manages them. The kids don't have to move. They don't have to intermingle if people are worried about that. Yeah, somewhere down the line you might want to. You might decide we've got way too many schools. You have the power to dissolve the Rome City School Commission, and by law, Floyd County Schools has to take it over. We're wasting lots of money. We've got big problems. It's not just financially, it's on the academic side as well. This was pretty troubling. This did not bring me much happiness to find this.
I just want to let you know we're down to 4 minutes.
Oh, I'll need to let other people speak. If y'all want this data, I can give every bit of it to you. Thank you. And sorry for taking up so much time.
Thank you, sir. Who's next?
I didn't make any notes, but my name is Sandra Bearden, and I'm here to advocate for the senior citizens. I know that all of y'all don't think about the little things that we have to think about and deal with every day. These extra expenses, which they may not be that big, to start with, but when all these little things add up, it adds to your expenses. Mr. Doss, where are you? There you are. no disrespect, but the senior citizens do not care about what's going on in the culture of Japan. That has no bearing on us. We worry about how we're going to make it from month to month, because a lot of the senior citizens don't have any other income except their Social Security. And I'm just really disappointed in some of those kind of things that I see going on. I moved here in 2020. I decided to buy my home here because I grew up and spent a lot of my childhood here. I lived in Gordon County, but I had family, cousins here. And I have to say, the culture, the atmosphere in Rome it's going downhill fast, people. It's going downhill fast. A lot of our budget goes to the public safety. I live in West Rome, and I rarely ever see a police patrol car on my side of town. Why is that? If we're spending all this money on public safety, why are we not getting the services? But y'all need to start thinking about and looking at every dollar you spend. Mr. Doss, all of it. And how's it benefiting the people? If it has no benefit, has no bearing on our way of life here in Rome, Georgia, y'all need to throw it to the curb. Because it is we the people that are suffering for your negligent decisions. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You're it.
Did you ever play tag? You're it, play tag?
That's it.
I don't think I'll take 10 minutes, but I will, just in case, start that on my little ectopic brain here so I can have that in front of me.
You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Oh, I only got 2 minutes. This is 10 minutes total?
It's 10 collectively.
collectively.
Oh, 10 collectively, 2 minutes total. Well, in that case, let me,
That ain't the way we explain it, I don't think.
I'm sorry?
That ain't the way I thought it was. I mean, I didn't even
I'd like
explain it that way.
I'd like to give a little more time because we're here, everybody's here. I think we should be able to hear out a little bit more. I mean, give them five extra minutes or something.
I won't take 30, how's that?
No objection. If there's no objection, y'all can do that.
If there's no objections, we can extend that.
Let me just cover a few things, please. My name is Billy Cooper. I live at 56 Mountain Crest Drive, Rome, Georgia. Mayor Pro Tem and other commissioners, thank you for hearing me out today. I woke up this morning with a thought that I needed to show up. And here's why I had that thought. You're not going to change where we're headed on anything I say today. Any of the other citizens, the millage rate is going to be set and it's going to pass. And I fully realize that. But I think as a citizen and as a forward thinker that we need to reflect upon a quote that is important to me as I live my life. And that is, asking why is the easy path. But if we really want to change the world, we need to dream up new things and ask, why not? And ask, why not? So as leaders of this community and this city, I'm going to ask you to think about the why nots. In the world I come from, which is a healthcare background, I've worked in corporate America for a long time, we were constantly challenged with a term you're all familiar with called economy of scale. Economy of scale is simply fancy word or fancy choice of words in saying do more with less. And I am confident that both Floyd County and Rome City, the leaders here, who I have the utmost respect for, Sammy Rich has done everything that he can with the finance people here and every department head to basically go bare bones. And what you're going to say about the tax levy is it is what it takes.
And it is what it takes where you stand right now. The question going forward, and it's a question throughout our whole society, is the reality of why not, in that we're all comfortable in where we are. We just are, and we're going to have plenty of justification for why we're comfortable with where we are. But there is a reality out there, and it's called dollars and cents. And eventually, dollars and cents will trump all arguments, and I don't mean Donald. I mean they take precedence. And that's where we're at in this city, in this county, and throughout the United States. If you hadn't looked the last time, we're, trillions of dollars in debt and spending trillions of dollars more than what we have. So with that said, here are a couple of thoughts. And these won't be popular, and I fully realize that. To Ken's point about the school system, our nearest metro county, large county, is Cobb County. In 2024, Cobb County had 105,738 enrollment. By the numbers that I'm able to look at this morning, Floyd County schools have 15 schools at 8,925, and Rome City at 6,573. That's 15,498 by my math, compared to 105,728. Reality is that we could have a combined school system, and we could gain an economy of scale. Would it be popular? The answer to that is no. But we could do it, and we're reaching a tipping point in our society locally where we're having difficulty, as our citizens said here, with people, quite frankly, paying their bills. Another reality is that we have 3 police divisions, and we have Mr. Bailey here, who likewise I have the utmost respect for. Cobb County, using that as an example. Cobb County has approximately 700,000 residents. The police site says 760,000. They cover 345 square miles. They have 25 precincts. They have 5 precincts and 25 specialty units. They have over 700 officers. In terms of an economy of scale, Floyd County is larger than Cobb County. We have 509 square miles, but we do have 3 police divisions here. The question would be, is there an opportunity to, again, use an economy of scale and combine those police precincts or combine those divisions? They only have 1 police chief in Cobb County, so I would happen to think that we could have 1 police chief here that could manage both Rome and Floyd County. I understand we have 30 some odd cooperative agreements between Rome City and Floyd County. The question is, do we need more? Do we truly need a Rome City government and a Floyd County government? That would be very unpopular. But if you had a consultant look at that and put dollars and cents to it and you put it on the ballot, I have to hypothetically think that, in theory, the citizens would be in favor of that because of the tax burden is becoming a problem for them. So I've got the numbers. They're huge. The tax digest alone, $2,139,811,473. $2 billion is our tax digest now. I never would have thought I would have seen that number when I graduated from high school in 1972. Population growth is 0.5%, according to the website I look at. The greatest population growth in Rome City is actually in my demographic. So I'm 71 years old. I am a semi-retired professional. In reality, when you retire, your income stream will not be the same, and you will look at dollars and cents different. Our median income here, depending on the website that you go to, one website I went to, and these are 2023 numbers, they are lagging behind, did show it as high as $62,540. So to buy a home, you would need to have, to buy a home at that kind of income, you could afford with a $40,000 down payment approximately a $220,000 home. That's with a credit score of 720 and 40,000 in your hip pocket. Today, there are 320 single-family listings that are listed in the Georgia MLS for Rome and Floyd County. Of those, 65 are less than $220,000. So basically, the affordability of homes is declining. And mixed in that affordability is the reality of taxes. So I think the challenge as leaders, and you are leaders, to a certain degree, we're all leaders. But I think the challenge of leaders going forward is going to be to address the very hard, difficult questions that you face in Rome City and Floyd County, and that is, how are you going to affect ultimately the standard of living of the citizens here? And the way that you're going to do that is to reduce the cost for them to live in Rome City and Floyd County. And that's going to be a hard thing to do, but in reality, that's what we signed up to do as leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? All right, since there is no one else, I will close the public hearing. And we have nothing else.
Nothing else?
All right, we have nothing else.
Just as a reminder, we will have public hearing number 3 Monday night in these chambers starting at 6:30. Excuse me, there'll be 2 public hearings, one to complete the trifecta of these 3 public hearings, then a 4th public hearing for the actual adoption of the millage rate resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. So if there's no one else, nothing else to come before the commission, we are adjourned.